Hello, hello, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in whenever you come in to watch this. It's going to be a very short one and it's a story time. I just want to read the story, bring the life lesson out, and we'll be done. I will also merge into another case study which I will combine together, but I'll try to make it as quick as possible. Um, Sorry, guys. If you hear me sniffing, I've got this cold. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here so that I can. Um, okay, so the story time today is about a man who he felt that karma has visited him, and he narrated the story of how he met his wife, turned ex-wife right now, and the lesson he picked up from it. Why I brought the story is that sometimes when we're going through just a minute please. So sorry. So when things are really rosy or we're getting so lucky with maybe things that we were dipping our hand in, everything is just working so well. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure the noise is not getting at my stream. So when things are going really well, if you dip your hand into something, it goes well. You dip your hand into another thing, it goes well. Then sometimes we don't remember to check ourselves up. Like, am I actually doing anything wrong? You just feel like anything you do is fine by everyone. You don't know that in the long run, some of the things you've done during those times might be waiting patiently for you to deal with you later in the near future. You now notice that when things were now going down, all those things you've done in the past are resurfacing to remind you of what you've done. There's a saying where I come from. They say, when you're going up, remember to be good to the people on your way. Because once you get up there, they can take the ladder off. You might need their help to get down. If you think you don't need their help, you fall from up there down. And you know what? Your bones will be on the floor. Hi, MC. You're welcome. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you will stay. Thank you. How is the family doing? So, I'm just going to put the first story on the screen. Let me see. I was saying that it's a story time. And I don't know if you heard what I was saying, that, some people, when things are really going well for them, if they dip their hand into this, everything goes well. They do that, it goes well for them. They don't have any problem. But in the course of this, we don't remember to check up on our doing. We don't reflect back because we believe everything we're doing is fine. Not knowing that along the way that things were going rosy and nice, you step on toes or you've hurt some people, and those things you've done might be waiting on the side for you. But later, when things are not now going too well, that's where you remember, you now still seeing those things that will now be resurfacing or looking at you like this. you now remember like, "Whoa, I think I know you," or "I can remember this." Some don't even remember at all, and they feel life is not being good to them. Of course, no one is perfect. I'm not claiming to be perfect, but the story about to share is a love story, it's a relationship story, and I like the fact that the guy was able to come out to share his own what he has gone through, what he did. He acknowledges facts. And let's get the story. Like I said, I want to try and make it short. I wanted to share two, and I hope that I'll be able to share that. Except, I hope it's not photo I'm sending. Oh, that's not what I want to share. How are you doing? I'm okay, thank you. I've got catarrh, cold, cough, sore throat, everything, just me. I'm fine, thank you. I saw your live stream. I think I've seen it a couple of times now at night. So all I can do is to rerun it for you. And that's what work with the WH. I hope you understand what I mean. I might join when you're on. If I see it, if I check my phone and I see that you're on, I might just join and I can just leave it. And that's what I did last night. I just left it beside my bed and I left it to run to when you finally left. So, and if I come back the next day or wherever and I see it, I can rerun because when they are rerunning, it counts. But I'll answer you later. I hope I got this. If I tell you what he did to this my channel a few days ago, hey God, oh, I guess story. Oh, I have story when they finally released me to be monetized. I think I will be able to tell story. Like it's not easy. Okay. So this is it. This is it. Um, I don't know those who have joined. Please make yourself visible. Please help me to like the video. Thank you. Thank God. White is not easy. There's a video I posted around April and they removed the video. And I quite understand. Immediately I posted the video, they took it down. I quite understand. And they show it as something with something warning. It's been there, but on Friday they now sent me to go and do one training, and the training was a training of community guidelines strike warning. Since April, they just remember me in November. 6 months, 6 good months. Whitey, it is well with them. So I'm just doing my own here, jejely anyway. So let me back to the story. So this person decided to share their story, and it says she was the most fun-loving and generous girl. You know what? I'll just read that from my phone. This email they're sending from mommy and okay, so she was the most fun-loving and generous girl when I met her. She was on she was not only pretty with her smile, but also with the way she treats others. It's always good to check on how people treat those you surround or you surround yourself with. How do they treat others around them? Some people will only put up a good face when they see you, but once you see the way they react to other people around them, as if they are nobody, then you should know that one day it might be your turn. Anyway, so she said, I did everything for her to make her mine. She started trusting me. That's where it all started. She loved me and told about her dream, told me about her dreams. She started seeing future with me. She was always there for me. There were times when my anger made her cry, but still she forgave me every time. I will move to the next page. I think this will be getting there soon. So she gave her effort, body, time, and all the love she had in her heart. She was so confident about our relationship. My fear of losing her was gone. I started taking things casually. I changed. She told me that she would not be able to love any other guy. She was afraid to lose me because she didn't want the life without me. She wanted to taste the different flavor of life with me only. Nobody loved me this much, and I felt so powerful. I lost the fear of losing her. I became let it be person. I stopped putting same effort and started giving her time according to my mood. She was always there for me. She told me that it's hurting her and that she couldn't see me getting change. I never took her seriously. With my changing behavior, she became silent and stopped expecting. She was not happy and I ignored. I took her, I took her for granted. I never worked on these things between us. I became selfish. We started fighting and our relationship faced certain on and off. I became frustrated because I never realized my mistake. I get rid of fight and argument. I started talking to this girl whom I met recently. Everything seems perfect. I forgot my all promises, love, feeling, emotions for her. I felt I left her and I gave her lame excuses because I couldn't sound like a bad guy. I didn't give her the closure. I was so selfish that I didn't see the sin I did. I was happy with the new girl because I was tired of same fight arguments. I'm not sure. I think this one is a bit faster than mine. Let me pause it. After a few months, Kama came into my life. My girlfriend did exactly same thing, same with me. Then I realized that I was so happy and calm before, just because of her, which is now our ex. I love I lost the love that I would never get in my life. I lost her worth. She moved on and she is shining more than before. Even crossing oceans for the sounds like impossible. Even crossing the ocean for her sounds like impossible to win her again. I regret what I did. Please never cheat on anyone or hurt someone. Karma is really there. God is seeing everything daily. I have to carry this regret. I want her forgiveness, but she don't talk to me in any way, and it's by me. I hope I'll forgive myself. I don't know if I finished it. Yeah, I'll just leave it to run anyway. So while I'm talking about it, um, um, this is what I don't want about some men taking a lady for granted. Yeah. They do. And they will come back to tell the story and start begging. Women to have their own as well. They have women to have their own issue, how they start all this thing, and the story too is something else. So we can do full story. Okay, from here, that's good. Solo. Ooh. Guess what? They improved this anyway. Before there's a place where I can let it rerun, but I don't know how they've changed their own thing. Yeah, anyway, the lesson here for me is never take anyone for granted. When some people are showing you love, they can just like you. I think from some of our people, they believe that when someone is showing you likeness, maybe they want money from you, or they want somebody can just see you and like you for no reason. That person can just, hey, hi there, how are you? Nice to see you here. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, so like I was saying, some people can just like you for no reason. They just like you, but don't mess up. And if you think you've messed up, you're messing up, take account of it. Own up to your mistake. Don't think because they like you and then everything you do, since they always just smile, it will get to one day they will get tired of it. The man saw the lady, he liked her, and he fought to get her. And some ladies are like that, they are very hard to get. You give them that time, they will, the moment they connect with you, everything you do, they will keep struggling, they will hold tight, they will hold tight. And why is it that men will want, they can run marathon to get you? The moment they get you, they'll just like, and they will start taking that love for granted. Now, she doesn't see what the lady does. To him, the lady nag until when he finally met someone who gave him attention. Then he start feeling high for himself until when he lost that lady. Because the same coin he used, he was paid with the same coin. What he did to is that the person that gave him love, gave him everything. Yeah, the new love he found, show him shaggy. This one is just a small narrative of what he can write. He can't even put everything in writing, what he went through in the hands of the other lady. The second, we should call that one side chick. Because they will sit down jejely, you'll be the one that will go and meet them. You will take them for granted, you will take their love for granted. Some people just love you genuinely. And there are some people that I don't know or I met them. I just see the way they just show me love. It makes me glad, at least that me that I'm a nobody. When I say I'm a nobody, I'm a child of God, but like I'm not rich, I'm not more than who I am. But I can see someone to show me love. Is is I don't know. Some people can decide to say, I will do Thanksgiving in my heart for this. It's a privilege for someone to love you genuinely, be it a female, be it male. When it now comes to the opposite gender, when they shall start showing love, showing you that you know what, they will go anywhere with you, they will stand by you. Then why do you have to mess up? What happened is that some of them, when they are messing up, even when they are being reminded that you promised me you will never change, you promised me you will never do this, they will think since you can't do without them, so wherever they do goes, you have to accept it. That's what they do until when they finally lose the person. Some people don't just lose the person, they might pie the person in the process of emotional thinking, mental health and all that. Some are not available. Some people, they even go into, they are not themselves upstairs. That's when they will realize that, they will say, the person loved me mad. God has a lot of forgiveness to do. As he says, he will forgive those who he chose to forgive. But we shouldn't take people's love for granted. We shouldn't take people's commitment. It's not only love in so we shouldn't take their love, our commitment for granted, because we never can tell who you're dealing with. You don't know what your own act will be doing to that person. Like the lady now, before the lady moved on, the lady has really suffered a lot. You can imagine going through sleepless nights until she was finally over. She was able to walk out of it. And you know what? The moment she walked out, as he said towards the end, he said the lady is shining now. Now she can't even buy the lady's time. You see? God have mercy. Let's just be careful with the way we show love to, or to do the way we react, or the way we over, would I say over joyful when people loves us, when we overdo. Don't think everything that you do to those who loves you out there is should be acceptable by them just because they love you. Be reasonable and put yourself in their shoe. Would you love the way you're treating them? Would you love the same treatment to be apportioned to you? How would you react if such is being done to you? Don't think you're too much, because God can bring anyone down at any time. Like I was saying, that there's this saying that says, once you're going up, be careful and relate well with the people you meet on the road, because when you're coming back, they might be the one to help you to have a smooth landing, or to have headache landing. This man's landing wasn't nice. It was a messed one. There's another one that I would like to share. I don't know if I'll be able to um let me see if I can get that on and put that on the screen. I got that from Dr. Shola as well. And the lady was complaining, or she brought a case to this that page to seek for advice. Why I actually wanted to talk about it as a second this thing is that sometimes um we don't know where our children will need our help, or in the course of parents not in a good talking terms, we could be sending our children into the wrong hands. What's this man? Okay, I've seen it. Pardon me for the sneeze. I'm not um did I say I'm struggling with cold. I have tried to take so many things. I've tried to take lemon, honey, hot water, lemon, honey, hot water. I've tried to take cough medicine. You know, when it comes to this thing, different herbal remedy, and it's off and on. It will go for a while. It's seasonal. Anyway, that's all I can say. That they have their time that they come and the time they go. Yeah, once I share, then I'm gonna read people's comments. I'll give my own opinion before reading people's comments. Definitely will not let this be too long. So if you've watched this the first story, please let me know what are your thoughts, what are the lesson you pick from that, and we'll move to another one. hope I'm sending the right thing in. Oh, no, that's not this one. It's not you. Because I've not deleted that one now, so I should have seen it. How many minutes was this? 22 seconds. Okay. So this is the second one, and this person was saying, Dr. Shola, please, good afternoon, sir. I've been in your page for a while. I decided to come out. My parents has been separated for 17 years. My mom has been our shoulder and backbone. I'm gonna take that off because I didn't really get the full this thing, but I can read it out. So she was saying, I'm 33 years of age and my sister is 17 years. My parent has been separated for 17 years. My mom has been our shoulder and backbone since then. So what happened right now is what I'm going to read out. My dad never came back to us, despite the fact we both lived in Jos. My dad decided to ghost us. Recently, I met a guy and we are planning to take things further. He met my mom and is willing to meet my dad. I discussed it with my mom, but my mom has been so adamant. She says she doesn't want to have anything to do with my dad, with our dad, never again. My man has been pestering me that without reconciliation with is a red flag from his family. He wants me to reconcile with my dad, if not for anything, but for our union to be flourish and peaceful, to be sincere. I truly love him and I don't want him to hurt. I don't want to hurt my mom, but I don't want their issue to affect my relationship. So I spoke to my mom's sister about the situation and she agreed to see my dad and we can now inform my mom. So that's the situation. Am I recap? Okay. So she said that what happened is that the dad, his dad and her dad and the mom are no longer together. But despite the fact that they live in the same, maybe the same city or area, the father never looked back to come and say, excuse me, to check up on the children. The father ghosts them. When they say ghost, it's like you block them, just don't want to have anything with those children. And you know what they used to say where we come from? They will say, "Oh, don't leave them alone. When the children get grow up, they will look for their parents." This is what some parents of some fathers depend on. That the children will come looking for them, especially when they want to get married, because they will need their parental consent. But the world we're in right now, a lot of people are getting away with it too. All those things then doesn't really work as such. Some that still believes in it, it worked for them, but there are some that they damn the consequence and they are living fine now. The father goes them, did not have anything to do with them. The woman single-handedly raised those children up. Now, the first child now has found a life partner, and the life partner, of course, you will know what happened. They will say, "Oh, we need to meet your dad because they want to know your dad." Blah blah blah. We need your dad, your father's blessing. Now the guy is saying, if without meeting the lady's dad, it will be a red flag on his own family's own family might not want to give their consent if they don't. You know how parents would do. Ah, no, we need to know the father. We need to know this thing. And she said she doesn't want to lose the man because she loves the man and things are going well with them. And she doesn't want to hurt her mom either because she knows the mom has been the one that did all the suffering. The mom was the one who raised them up. Now look at it. Oh. Some men will do this. They will sit down in their own corner. They will not be enjoying another woman because they know that when those children grow up, they are still coming back to come and kneel down and beg them just because they want to say, may the Lord be with you. It is well. For men out there that still have this mentality, it's not fair. It is not fair. If you have this misunderstanding with your wife or with whatever happened between you and your wife, don't let the children be the one that will suffer it all the time. I do understand if they are still living in the same house, don't talk to him. Those 1 or 2 days things. Which one is yes, you did not even you didn't make any effort, you didn't contribute to their upbringing, their life and all that. But you know that when they are ready to get married, they will need your consent, they will need your blessing. That's what you're waiting for. You're not God. I read a story few minutes ago about a guy that took the love he has for granted until when he lost that chance, he lost that woman. The same way that someone else might stand in to be this girl's father. You might give the blessing if I don't even know how to put it. What if his amount not to nothing? You're capitalizing on, oh, when they want to get married, they will need your consent. But you're not God. And I know a lot of people will blame the woman for, oh, why would she not want her children to go and, her child to go and meet their dad? She said she doesn't want to see. You don't know what has happened and how she suffered. Those things are what is actually disturbing her right now. I feel she still need more time and few more people that will sit her down and tell her, we know you have suffered a lot. You have been the only one raising these children. Just let that child go and meet the dad. Now they are not trying to say, oh, both of you should reconcile. Or you just say hello, hi to each other. The wedding goes on, and that's all. You're not going there to go and kneel down for your ex-husband for the sake of the child. Let that girl go and meet, if she's willing to go and meet the dad, because there are some children. Hi, Jumi. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. There are some children that they will say they will not go and meet the man because when they were growing up and things were tough, how they suffer that they never knows their parent, their father. So therefore they will say it's a no for them. And most of them are right. Nothing happens to them. They get married, things are well for them. It will now get to a state. I see some that when the man is now sick, they will start going to those children and say, just try and forgive the man. Whatever you have, just give to him. Let his conscience continue to prick him. Now he's regretting. These are the people that initially they were saying, if you did not give blessing, heaven will fall. This one is something that I know very well. If you did not give blessing, heaven will fall. And they met the one that took the man's blood, the man's stubbornness. I said, I don't know him. I don't know what he looks like. So therefore, I'm not going to him. And someone else gave the blessing. She's doing well. She's had children. Everything is going well for her. The father is sick. Now, they are begging her to even give the little she has to the man. The man is now saying he's sorry. These are the people that were boasting then that, oh, things are not going to go well for you if it doesn't give you blessing. This one will happen, heaven will fall. Nothing fell. We should just be careful when we're dishing out some advice to people like this. Talk to the people, the men as well, to also take to own up to their wrong. I'm sorry, I wasn't there during when me and your mother separated. I should have been there to play the father role. But I'm here now. It will take nothing away from your life. Jimmy said, how are you, man? You have cold. I can't. I have. Oh, I'm sure you should know me with my off and on cold and sore throat thing. Yes, I do. Thank you. I tweeted the story earlier. I might put that on the screen so you can read the story why I'm talking about this one right now. So some people do forget about two when parents are no longer together and being abandoned. There's a two different things. Did if when the man and the woman are no longer together, they've separated, but the man is still in the children's life, it would be difficult for the woman. It should be a case where the girl should be saying, "Oh, my mom doesn't want me to see doesn't want my father to come to the house, but I have to meet him outside." At least it's, you still know the father, not the one that abandoned them. He abandoned them and he ghosts them, meaning he blocks them. Some would do this when they have a second wife, or they have someone that is in their life. They don't want them to have anything to do with those other children that they had. Even those first children they have now look as if they are rubbish, they are being. That's the thing there. You don't know the one you will need their help. Some parents don't also realize that the first children you give birth to might be the one that will be there for you at your late at your end time, because the children you had later, they might still be growing. You don't know what will happen. So this is the lesson from me for me from this is that parents try to differentiate or separate your separation from abandoning your children. Don't abandon your children. If things doesn't go well between you and your uh, maybe your then wife, don't abandon your children. Play the father role in their life. Hello, Busisi. You're welcome. Just like what people were saying about twin love mom. Yeah, I think yeah, those twins then I don't even hear about them anymore because people kept throwing them. And you know what? The Nigerians that we have, they will bring out different stories. You're welcome, Musisi, once again. When things are no longer between you guys, working between you guys, if you like, you don't want to greet each other again, that's your own cup of tea. If you think it's not working for you guys to say hello to each other, don't let it affect the children. The world we are in right now, things are now very good at technology comes in. You guys can use email, text message, whatever apps. Let the man play their own role. This man was given a chance to play a fatherly role, but he doesn't want them. He blocked them. Some men will do this because it's only female. Do you know some men purposely did not look back into the woman's life because she had only girls? The girls, me, I can tell you, before my dad passed on, it's the girls, we the girls that we were there. What about the boys? They were busy. Yes, busy with the family. So please don't answer from your children's life once things are not working between you and your partner. If you separate, okay, you guys should try and respect that, but don't let it affect the children. When people start telling you that, oh, leave, abandon the children, when they grow up, they will come back to look for they will look for their father. Have you forgotten that even the sweat of that woman could even cost you, because you're not actually the one that actually took care of those children just because you want to rent that blessing? Are you God? Are you thinking of what punishment God is going to put upon you? Maybe some men don't think of that. That's my own lesson. I'll read that again. I'll read the what I was talking about again so that people will understand. The lady said she shared a story that she's 33 years old of age. She and her sister, and she said her sister is 17 years old, and her mom and her daddy has been separated for 17 years, but now she found a life partner. She found a guy, and the guy is now ready to take it to the next step to marry her. But the dad want to meet her father. The guy have met the mom, but the guy want to meet her father. And the mom says she's not interested. She doesn't want to see the man again. Now, the lady doesn't want to hurt her mom because her mom was the one. She said her mom has been a shoulder and backbone since their dad left. She said their dad ghosted them. She said, my dad never came back to us despite the fact that we both lived in the same Jos. My dad decided to ghost us. So their dad decided to ghost them, block them. He doesn't want to anything to do with them. But now that they've grown, or she's now become somebody, the man will want to tell story of maybe how their mother cheated or so thing. That does not stop you from having input in your children's life. It will be there in their lifetime. Some people, you see some parents, they are no longer together, but you'll be surprised. You'll be saying, are you sure these people they don't see themselves behind the closed door? Are you sure? They've put maturity to it. Don't let it come in. Let it affect the children to the extent that the children get to a marriageable age, and they are finding it difficult to, their wedding time, they'll be, their mind is left and right. Oh, I don't want them to start having issue. I don't want people to see their drama. Come on now. Those men that have that mentality that, oh, you know what, when they get to the age, they will come looking for me, they need a blessing. You also need a blessing from God to breathe. You also need the blessing from God to have good health, to have better things. If you're holding the blessing to give to your own daughter, the child that you gave birth to, even some men, once they separate from the women, they will say, oh, those children are not their own. But when they see those children doing good in life, yes, that's when they will want to attribute themselves and tell story of how their mother took them away from me. But when the woman start coming out to start narrating what you did, we will see some people that will run to this lover, a very dark man that will narrate the story in a dark way. if there very dark man sees my video, maybe he will mount up ring light for me. That one will come and narrate the story in a very dark way for people to believe. It is well. Let me read comments. Hey, me that said I'm not going to take you too long ago. She said the twins are doing well. I think they have grown thick skin on all truths. I think so. They built house for their mom. They bought their mom cars. They did this. All those stories that people were showing then, their dad. The man should go and also reconcile with his children. Everything is not social media. When they do wrong, they should take accountability of what they've done, and move on. I don't know all this. They are making story up. Those girls grow up to know their mom. There's a difference from where the children will say, oh, I can recall asking my mom I want to know my dad, but my mom didn't show me. At least they will be able to put those blame on their mom. But this man ghosts them, meaning they've tried to get in touch, but the man doesn't want them. My sister, so like the one that I said I know, what they would do once they're on the sick bed, dying bed, they will start, their family member will come and chase those children and tell them, oh, your father, he's realized his mistake. At least do whatever you can to be supporting him. At least let God judge him. So it's not all children that will listen. Some they don't care. They will let you have the tit for tat on earth. They don't need you to go to heaven before you. They will let you start tasting it from here. So people should just be careful with this thing. Anyway, let me read comment. Like I was saying, people should just try to make use of the word separate when they are separated. Okay, but don't let it affect the children. The fact that you're abandoning the children is very bad. Let me see comment section and read. Unfortunately, I couldn't put that up here. Someone say your mama no like you. Imagine. Let me read this one. It says your mama no like you. My parents are divorced. They don't greet. When I was between 18, 19, and 20, and I want to go out to go and hang out, excuse me, with my friend, my mom will ask me to call my father despite the divorce. When she hears him saying I should or should not go, that's the final. You see the way the angle this person come from. He said your mommy doesn't love you. I cannot judge like that. Sometimes we love and our love overprotects, and she's still hurting, knowing that this is the time she should be, that she did it alone, but you're there to come and be as if you will come and do that, dear mommy. It will hurt. I do understand. Doesn't mean that she doesn't love her. She just feel cheated. And when we're cheated, it's not nice. It's not nice. It's not everyone that get cheated that sees the repercussion of the victim. I mean the oppressor. Some people will get away with the cheating. They don't get to see what happened to someone who cheated them. They will suffer and suffer. It's not nice. So I do understand. I just feel the woman just need more time. People still need to kind of persuade her, talk to her, let her see more reasons. Then she might say, okay, but I'm not going to go to him. I'm not, so what she has seen in life could determine why she will say, no, 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 I don't want. She might be saying that out of emotion because she's still hurting. She's still having the flashback of maybe what the man has done, the promises the man has given, done. And the first story that I put on the screen, isn't it the man promised the lady that he will be at heaven and earth? Everything, the woman wants everything between them to work fine. But what did he do? He ended up messing up. He messed up until when the lady couldn't have it anymore and the lady left. So it could be what the woman is reflecting on. And Yemsi, you're laughing. Please let me know what's making you to laugh. This person that is saying your mom doesn't love you, that's our own advice. But that, to me, I don't feel that should be the first thing to say. You can just say give her more time because she's still hurting. That's my own view anyway. And someone else says divorce is different from abandonment. Exactly. Yeah. He left from the stains, thin hair, and deserve no honor. Guys, I'm sorry, please. Someone is at the door. Let me quickly. You guys will mo ṣe wà ní kinní orí mi báyìí èmi mo ṣílẹ̀kùn fún ọmọ náà toilet ó wọlé fún bàbá mi toilet àwọn ìgbé báyìí. Sorry about that. Oh God, shut the door, thank you. Oh, okay. So as I was saying, the person said, if you're still here, thank you for hanging around. The person said these are the things that propagate the absence of father, a culture that reward them and rub all the hard work of single mothers in their face. It's no longer, it's no wonder you hear some irresponsible father boasting that no matter how far their children go, they will always come back to look for their father. This is what I was saying. People that have that belief, they will not contribute to the child's life, or in the name of the child will come back to look for me. That's cheating and it's not nice. If there's any man who has played a fatherly role in your life in the absence of your biological father, let him be rewarded with that befitting role. It is not the business of your fiance to meddle with your family issue. Excuse me. I think that settles it. If the woman has if someone has been doing the fatherly role, I think that person deserves to be standing in the role. Though they should still let the biological father know, because we will say some men are just scientifically the father. They are the donor and the sperm donor. Excuse me, my this thing has started. Though I will soon stop. So men that have this mindset of they will soon grow and come back to look for me. Please know that by the time they grow up, you might not be in a position to give that blessing. You might be sick. Even the children, the new children you have from another woman, they might need the first children's help. Excuse me, you never can tell. I hope people will learn from this. And for any female that are into this type of thing, because I know, excuse me, I know there are some ladies or women, excuse me, that also do this. Please have a change of mind if you're into this. I'll end this now because my cough is really coming. Excuse me. So if you come across this video, please let me hear your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.